Hey everybody, Pastor David here, Believer Center of Albuquerque. Just wanted to make a quick video and talk about something that has been on my heart lately. I'm sure, like most of you, you spent a good majority of the day yesterday just feeling probably a little bit shell-shocked from everything that we've seen and all the tragedy that's happened in Las Vegas. I think sometimes I get really weary just waiting for the world to change and for beauty to find its way back again, and just sometimes seems so broken. And I think that tragedy has a way of bringing out the absolute best of Christianity, things like love, things like compassion, things like service. And tragedy also has the way of bringing out the absolute worst of the Christian faith, scapegoating, fear-mongering, hatred, of course. And so I just wanted to take a minute and tell you what I think is the wrong way for Christians to respond in times like this. And that would be to use tragedy to promote your platform. One thing that has really been bumming me out is when I'm just getting on Twitter and I'm seeing people like their first response when it comes to a tragedy is to post something political, something about guns, something about race, something about religion. And I just want to let you know that if your first response in a situation like this is to defend or to condemn something like guns, I think you have lost the plot. The reason is because life is not a game, and this isn't about winning or losing anymore, but it's about showing honest compassion. And so I think there's a lot of conversations that need to happen, and they're super legitimate when it comes to guns, when it comes to race, when it comes to religion, when it comes to violence. Super big fan of all of that. It's super cool, but that's not the first response of the Christian. You think about the story of Lazarus when Jesus would come upon a family who has suffered loss. A family member had died. His first response was to enter into the situation and to weep with those who are weeping and just to grieve. And so as Christians, we take our cue from him. So there's a lot of things that we could say. Other people kind of rushed into judgment in the story of Jesus, but Jesus, his first response was simply to weep. And so that's where we start. We weep with those who weep, and we mourn with those who mourn, just like it says in Romans chapter 12. So the encouragement is this. I know it's tempting to think, what does this mean for my political party? But don't let that be your first response. May your first response always be compassion and entering into the pain of those who have lost so much. I know it's hard because you might see the other side and how the other side, well, they're making political points. Resist that because it's not the Jesus way. Instead, let my encouragement be that you would never become so jaded with the world and how the world is so broken that you lose your capacity to be shocked. You lose your capacity to mourn and to grieve when people have lost so much. Instead, draw near to the Spirit, who would, of course, draw our hearts together. Love you guys so much. Talk to you soon.